Hi all and welcome back to my channel. That's me again, your great NSC in the place to be. Yeah, I hope you're all fine. Soon it's Christmas time. Yeah, maybe some guys of you were thinking about to get you a console, to buy a PlayStation 4 or a Xbox One X or whatever. Hey guys, really, just wait. You need to watch this video right now. And I'm pretty sure you will think 2 times after the video, you will think 2 times about if you really want to buy a PlayStation 4 or a Xbox One X or whatever. Yeah, how I will begin. Okay, here we got a small, great, high-end computer. Yeah, really cheap, and I need to tell you one thing. The most parts are just used parts. You will not believe me, guys, but this is so crazy, and that's why I just wanted to share this video with you guys, that you know how cheap you can do your own computer that is even faster as a PlayStation 4, guys. Yeah, you will not believe, but this has just begun all with this CPU. I just found on the internet an i7 3770, and I just thought, this guy just wants 30 bucks. And I just wanted to talk with him. I asked him, hey, what's the problem? He told me, when he starts the computer, the system gets overheated about 2 or 3 minutes later. After he has started the system, the CPU reaches about 80 degrees and the system just shuts down. And I just was thinking about, hey, this is so great. I know where's the problem. So I told him, hey, how much you want? He told me 30 bucks. Here, you got the money, give me the CPU. I went home, I jumped home, I was so really funny and happy. I came home, I just done my work, because this is the same shit what's going on with the PlayStation 3 problems. So on the PlayStation 3, you will need to open the CPU, you will need to cut the heat spreader away, and then you will need to replace the thermal compound. The thermal paste is here the problem, and this thermal paste here inside was so dry, it was so hard, and it was no more transferring the heat to the heat spreader. And that's why this CPU was overheating in about just 2 till 3 minutes. It reaches 80 degrees. And right now it's running maximum on 60 degrees while I am playing. And on idle, I'm here on about 34 degrees. This is so great, guys. This CPU now is new because it's not making problems anymore. The thermal compound is new. I've just cut the heat spreader away, and that's how this all here has begun with, we can say, for me. So that's why I just want to show you this video and to show you this system. And really, guys, just think 2 times about if you want to buy you a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One or whatever. So, like I told, the most things here are just used parts, used components. The only thing that I have bought new was 2 things. The first thing was the case, the computer case. I have bought it on eBay for 25 bucks. Yeah! And the PSU was also, we can say, very new. I have bought it on a computer shop here in Germany. On the, we can say this is a computer shop called Arlt. And I have paid 64 euros for a great big white PSU, which is the power supply with 400 watts, fully enough for also bigger graphic cards. You can here get NVIDIA GTX 980 Ti, you can have a RTX 2080, whatever. With this PSU, you can run all single graphics cards without problem, guys, okay? So, yeah, this was all that I have by new. All the rest here was just used, guys. The motherboard is used. The memory RAMs are used, the SSDs here are used. The most things here was so cheap. Here I got GTX, I got the graphics card from NVIDIA. This is a GTX 780. I really love this card. It was also used. I have get it for 80 bucks, guys. 80 euros. I have just paid 80 euros for a great GTX 780. And this graphics card has about 6 gigabyte of VRAMs, and it's not the best, but it's also not, we can say, the baddest. It's really great. And hey, really, guys, you need to know that. Let's just move. I have just prepared some stuff for you guys that you need to know. Here we can say an i7 3770. This is the same CPU that I got here inside. And when you will search it, you're gonna always find prices like over 100 bucks. Here you can see 127, or here 250 on Amazon. The new price for this CPU was about, I think, 380 bucks. I'm not sure anymore. This is really a great processor, up to 3.9 gigahertz, really fast and really very low cost. So the energy here is really very low, and the CPU is just amazing, guys. And this has just begun all with the CPU because I just have it, or I just get it for 30 bucks. This was so a great deal. And this begins just all with this CPU. And this CPU is really great. It's a CPU based on socket 1150. So that means you will need a motherboard with socket 1150. I have also prepared this all for you guys. Here, let's go, and here this. This is the motherboard that is already here inside. Okay, this is the ASUS motherboard P8H77M Pro. This motherboard is really great, and you can run here i7-3770 CPU without problem. The other thing is also that you need to know maybe what is very interesting, or yeah, which is great. You can get this one also with the name P8Z77. So the Z stands, we can say, more for overclocking. When you want to overclock your CPU, you should buy the Z versions, not H. With the H versions, you will not be able to overclock the CPU, but it's also not necessary because the CPU is so damn great. I'm so in love with this CPU. I have really tested a lot of CPUs, but this one here, this is just great, and you don't need anything else, really, guys. So, GTX 780 here from ASUS, STRIX or whatever. It's an overclock edition, and I'm gonna do also some videos for you guys how you can overclock your graphics card, and yeah, but this on the next videos. For now, I just wanted to show you this stuff here. I got here also a SSD with 120 gigabytes. This is just enough for the system. And then I got the second one here with also, I think, 120 gigabytes. But here, the second one, I will maybe get me a bigger one, because I will also do some video stuffs, and I will have more, we can say, stuff here inside, and that's why I will need a bigger one. But this SSD here is one from Kingston. I have paid, I think, 20 bucks for 120 gigabytes SSD. But this is just a great price, guys. I just do this video for you guys that you just can imagine how cheap this is. And you will not waste your money, because when you buy a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, you will need always to spend a lot of money for the games. The games on consoles, they are always way expensive, guys. And this is what I want to explain you. You can buy here on a computer, you can buy the games on Steam, yeah? You can get it so cheap, guys, really. Let's talk about the newest Shadow of Tomb Raider. This costs for a PlayStation for, I think, 70 bucks, yeah? You can buy it on Steam for about 35 or like that. So all the games on computers are, the first, they are cheaper, and second, you can set a lot more stuff. You can go to the options, you can set your options, you can do all the stuff like you want. You can set a lot more stuff, and not to forget is that you have a computer, guys. You have a computer. With a computer, you can do a lot more stuff as just with a console. You can watch movies, you can do all, you can work with it, you can do some video editors or whatever it calls in English. You can work, guys. You can do a lot more stuff with this, with a computer like this. I got here Windows 7 Professional installed on 64 bits. I got here 16 gigabytes of RAMs, which I have, I think, paid about, I think it was also about 65 euros. But I got here 16 gigabytes of RAMs. on 1600 megahertz, and this is just enough, guys. You don't need more. I got here a lot more RAMs. I just got here a lot more RAMs. This is no problem. Here I got a lots of 1066 RAMs. I even was not. It was not necessary to get me some RAMs because I got here so much RAMs. I got here one. This is DDR3. Here I got a lot. I got a lots of RAMs, and this are RAMs, or we can say memories, that you really can get so damn cheap, guys. Okay, these are RAMs from Kingston, also with 1600 megahertz speed, and I think one has 4 gigabytes. And okay, you got here we can say the heat sink here over there, but you don't need that stuff. This is just to, yeah, let's say it looks better, yeah, but you don't need that stuff. You don't need a heat cooler for the, we can say, for the memories, or this one here. It just looks great, but this is not really necessary, guys. You don't need a cooler. So the memories are running a bit hot, but not that hot. It's getting about 50 degrees or whatever, maybe 60 degrees, but on we can say on memories for the computer, you can just get them like it's here. You don't need some extra coolers. And this was a great deal also, because I got here 16 gigabytes, 4 times 4 gigabytes. That means, yeah, at the end you got here 16 gigabytes of RAMs, and this is just fully enough for your computer. Here with this, like it's right now, you can play the newest games, guys. On the next video, I'm gonna show you some more stuff, because I will show you also how to overclock easily graphics cards, and how you can overclock it also really safe without risk or whatever. I'm gonna show you great stuff with this computer here. I'm gonna also test some stuff for myself, and I will compare also older systems with the newer systems. I'm gonna see and I want to test with a lot benchmark programs and benchmark tools. What's the difference? But this is all just on the next videos. Yeah, so let's say this here was costing me about 400 bucks on the maximum. Okay, so the motherboard I have paid on eBay. Use it, I think it was 55, 58 euros. It was also about just 60 euros, guys. Okay, so the motherboard was 60 euros. The CPU was 30 euros, guys. An i7 3770 for 30 euros. This was just amazing. The graphics card was about 100 bucks. I think it was 85 or 95 bucks. I can't remember anymore. GTX 780 with 6 gigabytes VRAM. Very great. The case 25 bucks. The SSD was also about 25 bucks, because this was a used SSD and it has just 120 gigabytes. But this is fully normal and fully enough for the system. You buy a SSD with 120 gigabytes just to install Windows, okay? So you get later a second one for the games only, okay? So you can buy a second one where you can have just your games, or you can buy one bigger SSD with, let's say, about 1 terabyte, and then you can just split it, yeah? So you can split it 1 terabyte in two, and you can do the first part you can do with about 120 gigabytes, and the rest you have just all for your games, guys. This is just enough, okay? But it's up to you. I just can tell you that this one here right now is so damn cheap, and you can do a lot stuff. Okay, this motherboard has USB 3.0. It has all the stuff. The SATA controllers are working damn fast. If you have here an SSD with, we can say read speed, let's say about 500 megabytes per second, this motherboard can read without problem. Also 500 megabytes. So here nothing is, we can say, stopping to work, or let's say it's not breaking the speed, you know. So you can buy new SSDs with about 500 megabytes read speed, but when your motherboard is older, the SSD will not work on, we can say, maximum. So that means when your SSD can read with 500 megabytes per second. When you have an older motherboard, so it will just read with about 200 megabytes, because the SATA controller will break the speed, will stop it. And that's why on this motherboard here, on socket 1150, the speed is just running on full speed, guys. If your SSD can read 500 megabytes per second, this motherboard can read it also. So it's just perfect, guys. It's just perfect. PCI 3.0, of course, and just great, guys. It's a great motherboard. It has also here HDMI inside. If you have no graphics card, you get also here VGA connector, and you have also HDMI can say connector, where you can be able to just get here a great monitor, which is also working with HDMI. For now I have nothing more to say, because I just wanted to tell you this, guys. On Steam you will be able to get the newest games. Maybe you will not get games like on PlayStation 4, like let's say God of War or whatever. Okay, God of War is just specially made for PlayStations, and that's why you will not have it. But if you have here running, we can say Windows 10, you can have the games also from we can say the Microsoft Store, and here you can also buy great games like, let's say, Forza Horizon 4. It's a great race game, which is even better as the rest, really, guys. Forza Horizon 4 is way better as, let's say, I don't know, Need for Speed or Gran Turismo, okay, guys? And you can play this all here on ultra graphics settings, guys, without lags and all the shit. But I'm gonna show you this on the next videos. I'm gonna do here some, we can say, benchmark testing stuff, and I'm gonna also do a video for you guys that you can see how you can overclock your graphics card step by step with me together. I'm gonna show you all the most that you need to know about graphics card overclocking, and you will be on the safe side, and you will have about 20% more power with the overclocking. But this and more on the next video. For now, I need to say bye-bye. This was me, NSC, in the place to be. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I told, think 2 times if you really want to buy a console or not. Okay, guys, see ya soon. That was me, NSC, in the place to be. Bye-bye.